When you think of a bee, more than likely you imagine a fuzzy, yellow, and black striped honeybee. But did you know that the honeybee is not even native to the Americas? They are a Eurasian and African species that was introduced to the Americas when European settlers traveled here. There are bee species that are native to the Americas, 4,000 known species to be exact, with about 25,000 different species worldwide. But they all do not look like your typical honeybee. They can be different shapes and sizes and can range in color from dark brown and black to metallic green or blue. Some common names for species other than honeybees are carpenter bees, mason bees, or digger bees. 70% of native bee species nest in the ground rather than in a hive, but whatever the bee species, they are all important pollinators. All bees have a very similar anatomy. Everyone is familiar with the bee sting, but only female worker bees have them, and unless you are allergic to the bee stings, they do not leave any lasting damage on humans. It would take approximately 11,000 bee stings to kill a human. Bees have 6 legs, 2 compound eyes, 3 simple eyes, 2 pairs of wings, a nectar stomach, and a proboscis or tongue. The 2 compound eyes on either side of a bee's head are made up of thousands of tiny lenses. The other 3 are simple eyes on top of the bee's head that help with flight navigation. To fly, bees flap their wings about 200 beats per second. This is what makes their characteristic buzzing noise. They can fly up to 15 miles per hour, and they fly up to 6 miles per collection trip, visiting about 50 to 100 flowers each trip. The nectar stomach is where the bee stores the nectar it collects from the flowers. The proboscis or tongue helps them to reach the nectar deep inside the flower. The legs of the bees are covered in little hairs. When the bee collects nectar from a flower, it also picks up pollen. As it goes from flower to flower, the bee pollinates each plant it visits with the pollen on its legs. Bees pollinate approximately 1/3 of all the food we eat, including onions, tomatoes, lemons, watermelon, cucumbers, blackberries, and broccoli, and the list goes on. But the point I'm trying to make is that without bees, we would not have any of this food. And without the honeybee, we would not have honey. It takes the entire life work of 4 honeybees to make 1 tablespoon of honey. Honey can also be different colors and flavors depending on the type of flower the bee got the nectar from.